Good to have Shabbos, Young Israel. I hope all are well and continue to remain well. Please note, please remember, if you have not yet contributed to the Rockland Era Bucket Truck campaign, a few more hours before the deadline, go online. The links and the emails have been sent out over the course of the week. It's important to contribute to the best of your ability. Our Eruv is fantastic. It has rarely been down, less than a handful of times, fewer than a handful of times over the course of 20 years. And let's make sure it stays that way. Please give according to your ability. The Degel Machne Ephraim notes the name of his grandfather, the Holy Baal Shem, that the 42 Masos, Eila Masai B'nai Yisrael, enumerated at the beginning of Parshas Masai, do not refer only to the 42 stops along B'nai Yisrael's 40 years in the wilderness, but rather to the 42 stages or journeys, the Masos, that every Jew, every Jewish neshama experiences over the course of a lifetime. As the Masos run the gamut of emotions, of successes, of failures, of goals, and each aspect of the experience of a neshama, of a Jew over the course of a lifetime, is hinted to in one of the names of the particular stop of the encampment. Sukkos, the desire for security, for shelter; Charada, fear, nervousness; Risma, occasional anger; Rifidim, laziness; Kivras HaTava, when greed gets the better of individual and the terrible repercussions; Mara, Mirirus, bitterness. Yet at the same time, Yatvasa, good; Kehelasa, a sense of belonging; Makelos, building a community, building a family; Kadesh, striving for something that's beyond oneself; Kiddush, a sanctity, lofty spiritual goals. All of it is part of the ups and downs of the 42 journeys that represent the lifetime. And note that even though each of the 42 stops was the Vayisu and Vayachanu, they traveled and then they camped, they reached the next stop. In introducing the 42 stages, the 42 stops, the Chumash says Eila Masai. It doesn't say Eila Masai V'chanuyeh, the travels and the encampments, the starts and the stops, only the travels, because the process is the ultimate goal, the journey and the process of reaching that goal and of reaching that chaniyah, of reaching that sense, that state of contentment, that state of accomplishment. The process is as important as the result. And even though sometimes the masos, the 42 stops at different stages, can be challenging, it's not clear when we get out of this phase and we go into the next phase, phase 2, phase 3. But we believe B'emunah Shlema that just as the B'nai Yisrael reached the promised land, had a happy ending, and so too we believe B'emunah Shlema that every single neshama, every single individual neshama, and the community as a whole ultimately reaches a positive destination, ends in a good place, which is why this Kriya is always during the 3 weeks. We believe B'emunah Shlema that whatever the struggles, whatever the challenges, it's just another stop along the way, and the outcome, we believe individually, collectively, is necessarily positive. Have a very, very good Shabbos.